Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the last review for Anime Month. And I hope you enjoyed the series of anime reviews, including the movie reviews I also put in also for this month as well. So I hope you enjoyed this series of reviews I've did for this month. So hey, for another good, I would say pretty good set of reviews for my birthday month of June. So I ended on. So at the end of this month, I want to talk about one of the anime movies that I remember liking. I haven't seen this movie in quite some time though, so I probably I even though I just watched it, but sometimes my mind wanders. So excuse me if I haven't getting much into the details of this movie though, but I still remember liking the movie because it's a psychological horror anime movie. And it's from 1997, which this one got a lot of praise for its imagery and being, people say disturbing though. Although I wouldn't say I wasn't disturbed by the movie because films nowadays doesn't scare me or disturb me anymore. But I do get the direction it was going for. I do get that, and it's a psychological horror one. And it's from 1997. That is of Perfect Blue. Now, Perfect Blue, like I said, it's from 1997. That's one thing I give for the animation. It went for from 1997. You know how like the animation was from back from especially the 90s. Like the animation when Pokemon was out and Sailor Moon or Dragon Ball Z. The type of style of animation was from back in the day. I do appreciate, because I like the old school style animation, especially from the 80s and 90s. But Perfect Blue, it got a lot of praise for it. I think it's an 8.0 or so on IMDb or an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. Got a lot of praise for it. Like even on the back here it says, from this person from New York Daily News, calling it a twisted, disturbing, and wholly involving psychological thriller. And this is directed by a guy by the name of Satoshi Kon, who directed another anime movie called Paprika, which I've not seen. I haven't seen Paprika. I've heard about it, but I've never seen it though. And also, it's one of the anime movies that I've reviewed some other anime movies too. Like I enjoyed Ninja Scroll. What was it? Cyber City 808. Overall liked. What was some other animes? Although one I'll have to review later next time in the future though. But I also do enjoy. It's considered one of the best ones. And that's Akira. A lot of people enjoy Akira. I enjoy the film, but that's one I have to review sometime in the future though. Sadly though, but I do enjoy Akira. Like I said, I like Ninja Scroll as well. Or was it the Cyber City 808? But there's some anime movies that I've enjoyed too. So, and this one I overall still like. I don't love it. I don't love it though. But I do appreciate the direction it was going for. That's why I got a lot of praise for. Although if you want to talk about psychological horror, I would definitely say I would put Jacob's Ladder, with Tim Robbins above this though. I love Jacob's Ladder. That's a great psychological horror movie, and Tim Robbins did a really great job in that movie. So that's like if you want to talk about something like that though, like doing like the playing of the mind tricks and stuff like that. Jacob's Ladder is one of the best, and I do appreciate the good one was going for though, but I just prefer Jacob's Ladder more than this though. But like I said, I do appreciate the direction it was going for. And also speaking of before I get into it, this is also the film Black Swan, from 2010 with Natalie Portman, and was it also Mila Kunis as well? That the director Darren Aronofsky said that some people said that film ripped off Perfect Blue, especially the similarities though. But to the director of Black Swan and also Requiem for a Dream, which I also like too. So they say they denied it. So even though I think the director of this film met with the director Aronofsky some years back, But I haven't seen Black Swan though. I know how like the psychological stuff it does to it though. But I like Requiem for a Dream. I think they took one of the scenes from this movie and put it in Requiem for a Dream. I think it was like the hand thing. I think it was. I forget. I haven't seen Requiem for a Dream for a while too. So, but yeah, they took a scene from this movie and they put it in Requiem for a Dream. But some people compared the similarities to in Black Swan, but the director denied it though. Well, I don't know if that's true or not though. So, yeah. But anyway, getting back into the story at hand here, the story is that it was a story of our lead girl here by the name of Mima. She's a part of this idol group. The the J-pop idol groups. Back in Japan. Take like the ones like Zombieland Saga. Those type of pop star groups. So she's been a part of this J-pop group. It was called Sham. Like the word sham, like SHAM, but take out the S, put it with a C. And so she decides to leave the group and decides to pursue a career in acting, become an actress. And while it's going on, she's being stalked by this fan, with this really weird, creepy face. So that's one of the image. I thought was a little bit creepy was how this fan looked, and wish I could give some, like I said, from some creepy the creepy imagery I give to this, and like how the way the fan especially his face looks, I do give a little bit of creepiness to it. And then her manager, what was her manager? The name of Rumi. She's a little bit upset that she's leaving the group. She's leaving the group. And then when she gets becoming an actress, she wants to take part in this TV show. Basically, it was a TV show called Double Bind. I was gonna say blind, but no, it's bind. Double Bind. And they're the words which I was like, what kind of TV show would want to broadcast this part here? Because they wanted her to do there's a scene that involves a rape in it. I'm like, what kind of TV show does a rape scene in this movie? I'm like, I'm okay. But it's like if she does this, maybe she'll get some bigger parts in TV shows and maybe in film, maybe. But and then she receives a fan letter from that guy, and also she discovers that on the internet there's a website called Mima's Room where she sees someone exactly like her, which was supposed to play, like. This was supposed to take place to play the psychological part, right? Because she's seen throughout the movie, she's seen like versions of her, other versions of herself, and maybe it has to do with that fan that's stalking her as well, and like one point she sees that their fish are dead, and also that the website like I said, called Mima's Room with the supposedly her on there. And the whole thing is it takes place like how psychological, whether to tell what's real or what stuff she's seeing is real or is it not, or takes or whatever it is she's playing on the TV show, a lot of stuff that's probably just messing with her head. And let's say her fish are dead, and the point which. I don't want. If anyone hasn't seen, psychological horrors, I don't want to give too much away though. But because you're supposed to with psychological, it's supposed to be a mystery, right? It's supposed to guess like, oh, what's going on? Is this real? Is this not? Is she seeing this? Is all in her head? But I'll give a spoiler alert. So if anyone hasn't seen this movie, if you want to conceal, if you haven't seen this movie, just stop right here and give into spoilers right here. So 1, 2, 3, spoiler. Okay, so now. One thing is leading to another, because there are some people are getting killed, and like especially one person gets killed with a screwdriver, in which most plays in the psychological part, because there's supposedly she sees herself killing someone with a screwdriver, and later when she's part on the TV show, like she has to play a part where she kills someone with a screwdriver. So is it playing all this is in her head as if it's real or is it not, and it turns out, like I said, spoiler, it turns out it's her manager. And because it's her manager's been doing this because we found out that she herself used to be a pop star too as well. And also in the website for her called Mima's Room, she created an exact duplicate of her room. Rumi the manager. She created an exact duplicate of Mima's room, and then dressing up exactly like her, making these videos of that posing as her, and then I guess the point she wanted, and like, how do I put this? One thing I do have though is what was her ultimate motive for doing this? Was she trying to just do this to make her make Mima come back to the pop group, to the pop business, or I think maybe she also had a psychological breakdown as well, because she used to be a pop star, and maybe she was jealous of Mima. That's why she became dressed up like her, or is she obsessed with her? That's what I understood her motives, So, and to the point where Mima, like, she's out in, like, I think it was on a stage set or it's full of people, and she sees another version of herself. Let's be like, is this supposed to be the manager dressed up as her? If so, what? Doesn't other people see this? Like I said, it's supposed to play a part in the psychological part, right? Where she's fighting with a version of herself, and also, what if the manager has like exact duplicate of her face? Maybe like like one of those silicone masks that can create exact resemble like real skin and all that stuff. But also that I think one point was the one thing I was a little bit confused on also, where I think it was remember that the manager posing as her is also on the website, right? I think the fan was there with her, saying go after the imposter. I'm like, if that's an imposter, doesn't she's sitting right there next to the fan, knowing that she's posing as her, doesn't that make her the imposter? So, or is this doing the psychological thing where the fan goes after the other imposter, him and the real Mima? But ultimately, ultimately fights later, and now she said, and she saves her. That. Well, officially said she's fighting her, and she there's a truck coming about to kill Rumi, the manager, but Mima saves her, and now Rumi is now in a mental asylum, and because she's now crazy, and now this time I guess that Mima is now a well-known actress now, as a very successful actress. I'm like, how else did she become so famous? I guess maybe an inspired actress did something like this, become what happened with Rumi, maybe on the news. Maybe that's what she got so famous for. That part is also another thing I just was not too sure on though. Okay, she became famous, but what happened fighting with her manager and saving her, and then the Rumi, she still believes that she's a pop idol, in her messed up head. Yeah, so guess what seeing Mima, I guess, as a pop actress, I guess. A pop idol, I guess she still at least sees herself, Rumi sees herself as a pop idol, I guess. And then when Mima leaves, right, she gets in her car, right, and she looks in the rear view mirror, smiling, saying that I'm the real me. basically, or was it? Yeah, I think it was I'm the Real Me. Now, this I watched this both in the English dub and in the Japanese dub. Now, honestly, if I prefer watching the original Japanese dub. Oh, a lot of times, especially when it comes to anime series, I like the English dub a lot though. But I also watch other versions of the Japanese dub too for a fair shake, because sometimes when you watch the subtitles, right, and we have the English dub and you have just from the subtitles for the Japanese, like the sensing, the words are incoherent with another. So, but the point I'm getting to, when you watch it in English, the English voice actress who voices Mima says that says in Mima's voice saying I'm the real me, right? But if you watch it in the Japanese dub, right, the original Japanese dub, it's the manager's voice who says I'm the real me. So I think I prefer the Japanese voice ending on that part there, because it makes you wonder, because now does Mima, she's now become the manager, because like she perfectly voiced the manager's voice, and so wait, she thinks she's now Rumi now, or maybe it broke her a lot that she's now become Rumi, or you may be thinking, oh, maybe it's the other way around, maybe it's Rumi who's now the famous opposing as Mima. Or is it the Mima? I mean, that's what you're supposed to get with this. That's why I think about with the psychological part. Is it like says, is this real or is it not? Or is she the real? Is this the real Mima, or is it the manager still posing as Mima, and is it vice versa? So I think it's better to watch the Japanese stuff, because it makes you play. Okay, maybe Mima's now still have that mental break. Now she's thinking that she's now Rumi, because she said in her voice in the Japanese dub. If you're watching the English dub voice, it's still Mima's voice. So that's the point. So that kind of leaves you thinking, But that's why I like especially if it's live action. If it's a live action movie, it's kind of it's different though when it's just an anime though. I think it. Like I said, especially when they try to make a live action adaptation, whether it's from video games or anime, or other adaptations from other things, so it makes it very different though because I'm trying to say like how kind of defeats the purpose of like how it is for the English or the Japanese dub. I don't know, but the point I'm trying to make, is just they change things when they make it live action. It kind of makes it feel like we watching this. It makes it feel like more. I'm not saying relevant. Maybe it's something more important. I say more important. But I know what I'm trying to say though, but I just can't put the words in. But even though it's said though, Perfect Blue, I think the Japanese voice dub does a good job. I mean, the English voice dubbing, I would say, is okay in this, but I just prefer watching the Japanese dub. So the voice cast of the Japanese dub is very good. Like, the animation from 1997, I thought was well done. And like I said, some of the creepy images, in this, I thought was creepiness for what it was going for, especially how the way that fan looks, especially in the face, and... Oh, I forgot to mention, there's a point where, speaking with the obsessed fan, point where... Mimo is singing on stage, right? And the guy, he pulls his hand out like this, right? So he makes it look an image, like she's like, if you look at it like this, squint your eyes or hold it like this, right? He makes it seem like the Mima is dancing on his hand when he holds his hand up, and try to make a picture like Mima's on stage, right? You put the hand up right here and make it seem like she's dancing on the hand. I think that's the scene where they took it and added in Requiem for a Dream. I forget though. I could be wrong, but yeah, the way that shot that was kind of a good looking creepy shot from 1997 with the animation style. So yeah, that's one thing I've rather mention with the obsessed hand. It makes it thing like she's dancing on his hand, from the distance while she's on stage. So that was kind of a good looking shot there. But yeah, Perfect Blue, I think it is a pretty decent psychological horror thriller anime movie. Now, I say I definitely put Jacob's Ladder above this, definitely, because I love Jacob's Ladder. It's a great '90s movie. Yeah, it's from 1990. Yeah, but for what it was, for the director was going through for make it that type of style as an anime movie, I liked it. You know, for the direction, like I say, for the direction it was going for. Like the character meme, I like, you know, all the stuff is playing off of where they change it's real or not, or is it happening now? Because whether she's on the stage of to filming the TV show, or and how is she having a nervous breakdown, you know? So, but I think Perfect Blue was a very decent anime movie. Now, for ones I've seen, I think I would definitely put Ninja Scroll above this. Akira, I definitely put above this. I think I will put this above Cyber City 808. I mean, the best of the because those are 3 segments, you know, and I like the second one the best of those 3. I mean, the other 2 were decent though, but I think the second one was best though. But I wasn't really big on that one though. But I liked it though, but I didn't love it like I said. I think I would put Perfect Blue above that one. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell. I have to rewatch again. I know I did not mind the live action one with Scarlett Johansson, which I know that got a lot of shit for casting her as the character. I forget the character's name, the lead in Ghost in the Shell. I know they got a lot of shit for the controversy of that, the whitewashing thing. You know, I don't know what the big deal is. But I did not mind the live action remake of that though. But I have to watch the anime movie itself though. So I can't decide if I like this better than that or the other one. So I have to rewatch that one again though. But Ghost in the Shell, I know that's also another popular series too. But I enjoyed Ninja Scroll. I definitely enjoy Akira. Which, like I said, Akira is one I'll have to review sometime in the future though. Because I know that's what's among for the anime movies. That's definitely one of the most popular ones. Because especially with the iconic, everyone remembers the iconic motorcycle, the red motorcycle. That's a lot of people knows that's one of the most iconic things about the movie. But I'll do a review of that sometime in the future. But as of right now, Perfect Blue to end for my birthday / anime month. To end with this one for another anime movie. I liked it. I still do. I liked it back then. But so obviously I haven't seen it in a while, but I still like it, you know. I never hated this movie. I didn't love it at the same time, but I never hated it. But I thought it was still a very decent psychological horror anime movie. So yeah, if I wanted to rate it, I will still give it a solid maybe 3.5. I'll go best 3.5. 3.5, just be perfectly fair for me though. If a lot of people wants to give this 4 or 5, good for you. But I never hate it, so I give it a solid 3.5 for me. Which I don't like doing ratings, like star ratings like that though. But if I want to give a fair shake on it for a popular film like this one, I would give it a solid 3.5. In my opinion. But yeah. So that's my review. The last thing for Anime Month, Perfect Blue. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for. I'm still continuing more episode reviews. That's still gonna be good. Continue going on, and hopefully next I'll do a couple more movie reviews down the line. So I'll have to wait and see on that though. But as of right now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed Anime Month / for my birthday month of June. Another good series of reviews. Hope you all liked all the reviews. I always like to hear your feedback on all those ones I reviewed. So just leave your comments on those other videos, and look forward to seeing them. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video or episode review. Later.